This'll probably be my last time in this hack going save stateless. Unless, of course, Larry's Castle, aka Disturbing Castle, which, ironically, was the name of the first castle in TSRP. That castle might be easy, but I'm not sure. It's probably derived from the original castle. Maybe some Magikoopa. Maybe a whole bunch of stuff. But I can't be entirely certain. You can see the halfway point is right there, but we need to get to it first. Climbing the Buzzy Beetle fences and... fences. Or even staircase. Whatever those ledges are, what you call them. Shifting upwards regardless. And also hoping for another power-up. Probably not getting another power-up, though. I'm certain that the replacement for Valley of Bowser 4 is going to be kind of hard save stateless because it requires a lot of Koopa jumping. Also, if you make one wrong move, you could be dead. Here's the power-up I wanted. Oops. I guess spin jumping does work a considerable bit here. And you can also swim under the fish to avoid them. But since there's no water here, you wouldn't know what to do. I still laugh at how you can jump on the fish that jump out of the water. Even when they're underwater, you can jump on them. I'm surprised they didn't have anything alternate for that. I walked on top of the Rex in the incline without actually jumping on it, and I still managed to hurt it. Finally, things that work my way. And the ending was probably right there. This ought to solve it. I'm forgetting one thing, though. Although I probably got lucky. I wanted to actually screen scroll to the right. That would have made the Rexes fall a little bit earlier. But who cares anymore? This level only has one exit. Freeze Flame Rock, replacement for Valley of Bowser 4. Now this one also has one exit. The old one had two. Our little gimmick of Freeze Flame Rock is going to be an alternation between water and lava. Well, frozen water and lava. You can't actually swim in this so-called water. The most questionable part being, why is it underneath the lava? We don't live in the outer planets. We live in the inner ones. The inner planets have hot cores. And here's where the trouble can begin for this level. Too bad the only outer planet in our solar system with a decent quote-unquote surface is Pluto. All the other ones are just gas surfaces, as opposed to Earth, which has an actual solid. So, Pluto is probably the best comparison to this. I know it's technically not a planet anymore, or by law, even though science and law clearly do not mix. It's just still one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. Declassifying a planet. It's like saying the world's smallest city could no longer be called a city, even if it was by mistake. If it did have at least an official designation, it should keep it. Oh, wait, never mind. Here I go saying that science and law do not mix, and here I'm talking legal. Hey. Hilarious. And who knows if we'd call it a controversy yet. Well. Back into the freezer. Only this time we're moving right instead of left. Unfortunately now, because Pluto is no longer a planet, I guess we have no comparison that can make this level geographically accurate. Thanks a lot, NASA, for ruining FPI's chances of logic. But there was logic everywhere else, I suppose. Except for maybe a few levels. Here I go, though, save stating as if I don't even assume that there's hope that I could do this save status. So, forget that I did those saves, and if it becomes insanely difficult, then I'll actually load. Tight, isn't it? Pluto is now the source of hypocrisy, isn't it? Give me back my... Well, so much for that. But who cares? There's a halfway point right here. So I could just collect my power-ups from outside if I wanted, and then momentarily head back here. Probably could have gotten a fire flower or something, though, if I was careful. But at least now I can spin jump. Even though I'm dead after just one hit. Well, now I won't be able to spin jump. Okay. Powered up now. Hoping not to die. And therefore I should not cross my heart. Come on. Oh, why did you have to appear there? That's really the only problem with Magic Koopas. You don't know where they're going to appear. I got lucky there. Might as well go ahead and try spin jumping. How? I suppose if you have a cape, you can spin jump in order to avoid the first series of obstacles. But do not do a regular jump, otherwise you're not going to be fast enough, and if you break your own flight, you usually end up spin jumping anyway, so you're as good as toast. Stinky toast. Really stinky. Here comes some tightness. Maybe not. Because Larry is right here. And wouldn't you look at that? Only 3 fireballs. I would have thought there would be 4. And there he goes, just like that. Okay. After this level, Save Stateless is dead. Thank you. Larry Koopa, the last of the Koopa kids, is defeated and still no sign of an invasion fleet. Only thing left is Bowser's palace. Let's enter it and find out what Bowser's up to. Yes, let's. Save. And save. Oh, hi, Scorpion Hunter. This is probably one of the tracks that they like in their game, in their hack. The thing that makes this hard, fireballs. This first room won't be hard, but the rooms after it, they'll be painful. Here we have an actual pit. And beware, the fireballs can hurt you here. But at least since they're bone-throwing beetles, or Koopas, dry bones, technically I guess they are Koopas. Even though they don't have the same skeletal structure in Super Mario World. Actually, my mistake. They do. I was just thinking of what they'd look like if they were dead. But that was a mistake of mine. What do we have now? Bridge building, I think? But let's test this. That made a question mark. It works. But since we're short of time, or maybe short of time, I'm gonna give myself a little more. Yes. Kudos for fixing the coin snake issue. That was probably a bad idea. So I'll set it a little bit lower. And hopefully I got it right. Only one way to find out. Okay, we're good. Saved. And now we've got another P-switch gimmick. This one, which can actually be troublesome, because you do need to be quick. Not that quick, though, thankfully. Question marks? Sorry, no one's here. My new invasion fleet is almost ready. So my presence is needed in the second reality. Signed, Bowser. Another one of these portals. Makes a new one. So next time, enter the silence.